Hi Pisces, welcome to September 2015. Now this is an action-packed month. There's 2 eclipses, we have the changing of the season, we have Mercury retrograde. So this is going to have a lot of perhaps chaos and turmoil going on in the world, and a lot of change for everyone. Now, there is a Virgo New Moon partial solar eclipse on the 13th. And for you, this happens in the area of relationships, partnerships, people you consult, other people, your public. So this is a big deal. Now, this eclipse is being opposed by Chiron in Pisces. Chiron is an asteroid who acts like a planet in your astrology. He is between Saturn the past and Uranus the future. So he's the bridge. And he's opposing the eclipse. He's opposing the sun and the moon coupled in Virgo. So is there something that needs healing with you? Do you need healing? Do you need healing in a relationship? Was there a breakup and now you're healing your heart or you're healing yourself? This is the time for you to do that. Do what heals you. You may be feeling really ethereal in September because your vibration is being raised by these energies. And as your vibration raises, you hold more light, you're in a higher frequency, it's harder to be grounded here in the day-to-day, mundane world. So you may be noticing that you're feeling very ethereal in September. And so you want to do what balances you, do what grounds you. I like to walk on the grass barefoot and feel Gaia, the earth, come right up through my feet, or lay on the grass, right? You know, you can just feel Gaia coming up through the earth and grounding you and healing you and empowering you. So get out into nature as much as you can in September, because it will replenish you, it will nourish you, it will heal you. It's a good month. Now, Uranus, the awakener, the planet of unpredictability, is forming an awkward aspect to the Virgo new moon. So is there some sort of adjustment that you need to make in your values, in your resources, to improve relationships? Or do you need to raise your standards in relationships? Do you need to set better boundaries? Do you need to be less codependent with others, right? We want interdependence, not codependence. So this is going to be pointed out to you in September. You know, is there some sort of adjustment you need to make in your self-worth, self-appreciation, self-esteem, so that you're getting your needs met in relationship, or you're getting your needs met from other people? This is really important for you to look at. We have to teach people how to treat us. And you're changing, you're evolving, which is going to require the relationship to change and evolve. As you change and grow and evolve, the relationship needs to change, grow, and evolve. So this is going to be shown to you in September, that there's some sort of adjustment you need to make. Maybe you need to set better boundaries. Maybe you need to raise your standards, right? And you know, really nourish and nurture that self-esteem. Love you more than the need for a relationship. Love you more than the need for that friendship. Love you more than the need for that person in your life. This is about self-love, self-nurturance, self-appreciation, and doing that work so that those in your life are appreciating you, treating you well, and respecting you. Now Saturn is moving back into Sagittarius on the 17th. He will be in Sagittarius until winter solstice, December 21st, 2017. all these 17s. And now Saturn's moving into the area of your destiny in the world, your reputation in the world, your profession in the world. And he will be challenging any planets you have in Pisces, your sun in Pisces, your moon in Pisces, your ascendant in Pisces. Saturn will not hold up your success. With Saturn in this area of your life, it's harvest time. So everything you've been doing the last 20 years, it's now showtime. It's now the time of the harvest. Saturn loves workaholics. Saturn rewards hard work and determination. So if you've been working hard, you're going to move up in your career. You're going to move up in your business. You're going to experience greater fame and fortune. If you've been lazy or goofing off, Saturn's gonna let you know you're not toeing the mark. You're cutting corners. You're not doing things right, and that's when Saturn can, play the heavy. And so, but he doesn't hold up success. I have been dealing with him since 2012 because I have Venus at 8 degrees Leo, and then my sun is at 29 degrees, 45 minutes Leo. My Mercury and Pluto are in Virgo, and he's squaring them right now. So I have been in Saturn squares since late 2012, and he won't leave me alone until October. And, so I know firsthand how these squares feel. I know how this kind of Saturn challenge feels. And, so, you got to take care of things like I had to have dental surgery. That's why the video is late. This Saturn rules bones, right? So Saturn, Saturn is the one that says you need to improve your website. You need to improve your podcast. You need to improve your standards. You need to raise your standards, right? And but he doesn't hold up your success. He will not hold up your prosperity. In fact, he can bring you greater prosperity and greater success if you're working hard to get there. If you're determined to be successful, he will reward that. But you do feel him in your life. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm always feeling like this responsibility. I have these deadlines. I have all these clients. I have all this to do. And so you're always feeling like, okay, I got more to do. There's more to do. There's more to improve. There's always, he's always pointing out that you can improve things. You can make things better. Now, he does exact an ideal that isn't attainable, so that, you can win the Olympics and then you're like standing there with the gold on and everyone's like, Pisces, you won the gold. And with Saturn, you're like, yeah, but I should have won it in 10 seconds instead of 30. So you got to watch for that, where, you're not, recognizing how much you're accomplishing and how much you're achieving. But know that, with Saturn and Sagittarius, he can take you to the top. He can take you to where you want to go. He'll make you work for it. But the success Saturn brings is forever. It's lasting success. I mean, I love Jupiter. He's my favorite, Jupiter and Venus. But Jupiter is gone in a year. And he can bring you great things, but then they're gone again. What Saturn brings you, it lasts because he makes us build it. He makes us build something strong and lasting. And so the success that Saturn can bring you, Pisces, will be lasting. It will be for the next 30 years. And so this is the time for you to really look at what you're doing. Where are you going? What are your career goals? Where do you want to be in 6 months? Where do you want to be in a year from now? Where do you want to be in 2 years from now? What steps are you taking to achieve those goals? How many hours a day are you working on your music? How many hours a day are you working on your writing? How many hours a day are you working on your performance? Okay, so that's Saturn talking. I'm just channeling Saturn right now. But just so you know that being in challenging aspects with Saturn doesn't hold up success. In fact, it brings it. It reinforces it, especially if you're working towards it. Now, if you're sitting there, I want to win the lottery, well, Saturn's not going to help you with that. Or I want to get by on my looks. I'm so pretty. Why can't I just be pretty and have what I want? Okay, Saturn will slap that silly. Saturn, so you can't be pie in the sky. You can't be, thinking that it's just going to appear, But if you're working on something, if you're working on your talent, if you're working on your skills, if you're working on your abilities, Saturn's going to reward that. If you're working on building a business, if you're working on expanding a business, Saturn will help you with that. If you're working on getting a promotion, Saturn will help you with that. And you can achieve it. Even with Saturn challenging your sun, you can achieve it. Even with Saturn challenging your personal planets. What Saturn does is he eliminates the distractions so that you only have the energy to focus on your work and focus on what's essential. You don't have time to get codependent with other people. You don't have time to get caught up in what other people are doing or saying or la la la. Okay? You don't have time for that. Your energy is focused on your deadlines, is focused on your goals, is focused on getting to the next level. And that's what Saturn rewards. Saturn rewards focus, determinations, patience, perseverance, drive, ambition. Loves ambition. And so if you're ambitious to achieve your goals in the world, you're going to achieve them with Saturn in Sagittarius, because he is in the area of your reputation in the world, your profession in the world, your destiny in the world. So it's destiny time. Now September's kind of crazy. So it's not the best time to make any major decisions unless you have to. Mercury is going retrograde from September 17th through October 9th. Mercury is going to be in Libra 66 days from August 27th through November 1st. Libra rules fairness, balance, justice. Libra rules your sex life. Libra rules the area of your life that has to do with shared resources, other people's value, money that comes to you through inheritance or a tax payout, an insurance payout, a royalty payout. And you want royalties from your music and your work. And the deeper mysteries, the deeper passions, and sex. And so Mercury is, so this is about fairness in relationship. This is about intimacy with you. You're in the relationship quadrant this month. So you are focused on relationships as well as your work and what you're doing in the world. And Mercury is going to square off with Pluto 3 times. Mercury is going to be challenged by Pluto on September 9th, September 24th, and October 22nd. And this is about the balance of power in relationships. Are you getting your needs met in your partnership? Are you getting your needs met with people you consult? Are you getting your needs met with your colleagues and others that you are working with? And this will be a time for you to look at that. What's going on with the money? Is there, changes that need to happen? Pisces, you have the ability to manifest large sums of money. You also have the ability to spend large sums of money. So you got to look at what's going out, what's coming in, as financially. And, this is the time to do it. And then you have the fall equinox on the 23rd. And the happy fall in the northern hemisphere, happy spring in the southern. Happy spring, Aussies, and New Zealand, and Argentina. Oh, you're so lucky. And so this is, now we're seeing the shift here of the seasonal change, right? And so for you, this is the focus on intimacy. This is the focus on partnership. This is the focus on shared resources. Mars enters Virgo on the 24th. That's about relationship. The sun and the moon will sextile Saturn on the 24th. That's a good energy. That's positive. I like the 24th, even though Mercury is being challenged by Pluto that day too. But there's a lot of positive energy. Venus is in harmony with Uranus that day. The sun and the moon is sextiling Saturn that day. This is good for relationships. It could be a nice day for relationship for you, communicating with others, and creating that balance in your relationship, giving and receiving. Pluto moves direct on the 25th. This is very good. And Pluto is in that area of the money you make from the business you own or the money you make from the company you work for. And Pluto is in Capricorn right? So this is about you evaluating your goals and moving forward on your goals, but I highly recommend until Mercury goes direct, and I like October 10th forward. Mars will be challenged by Saturn on the 26th. And this could be a power struggle in the marriage or the partnership where you're experiencing some frustration. And it could also be on the job where, you know, colleagues are frustrating you or your boss is frustrating you. Okay, if you're feeling that energy, go for a walk. Channel it. Physical workouts is great for frustration. I speak from experience. It's great to channel the energy into something physical or a physical project, something, so you're not stewing in it, and then it affects the body. Now, on the 27th, we have the last eclipse of the year and the final eclipse in Aries. It is an Aries full moon, total lunar eclipse, and it's a super moon, which means it is closest to the Earth and in direct alignment with the sun of the Earth at the time of the eclipse. Woohoo! So it's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs in September, okay? Don't expect sanity from the world. I think it's going to be crazy. I think we're going to see people in power lose their heads. You know, I mean, as far as like some people are going to be fired, finally, they need to be removed. And because when the sun is eclipsed, the sun rules royalty, it rules CEOs, it rules leaders, politicians, you know, major players. And when it's eclipsed, some of their heads roll. And we need some of these people gone. And we need to replace them with people of integrity and spirituality and fairness and justice. And so that's why this is all going down. Now, the Aries full moon is really powerful because you've got the sun in Libra sitting next to Juno. She is the wife of Jupiter. She's an asteroid. Sitting next to Lilith. You can Google Lilith. Lilith was the first powerful independent woman, and the North Node in Libra. So this is all about relationships. And Libra rules your sexuality and deeper intimacy. So everyone's looking at relationships this month, and we need to look at relationships, and we need to look at the balance in relationships, the balance of power in our relationships. Aries rules what you love and value. Libra rules what your partner loves and values. Aries rules your self-esteem, your self-worth, your self-appreciation, your talents, your gifts, your abilities. So you've got the eclipse, the full moon, in the area of your money, your resources, your values. What do you love and value? What is most important to you? Now, this Libra, Aries, lunar eclipse is going to be challenged by Pluto. Now, it's not on at the time of the eclipse, but as the moon moves on later that day, it will run into Pluto. Days later, the sun will run into Pluto. Pluto is about power. Here we go with the power thing again. So this is about the balance of power in your relationships. Are you getting your needs met, Pisces? We need to teach people how to treat us. And as you change, your relationships need to evolve too, right? And so if your partner doesn't want you to change, but yet you're changing, well, then he or she needs an attitude adjustment. They need to change with you. And so this is going to be an opportunity for you to evaluate what's going on in your relationships and how are you sharing power in those relationships. Are you getting your needs met? As well as the balance of resources in the relationship, okay? Because this is going on in the resource value area of relationship. It can also be, you know, the whole sex and money thing. I give you sex, you give me money, right? You know, a lot of couples do that, right? Where it's all about, you know, exchanging sexual favors for security. And so there could be a shift in that where, you know, there's something going on here. Now, I don't believe in these manipulation games or power struggle games or, you know, subversive Plutonian manipulation, hidden agendas, power plays, power struggles. However, they are ripe here at this eclipse, and going into October as the moon and the sun cross over Pluto, you will find that some couples are doing that with each other. And this is an opportunity to look at that and evaluate, what you're doing in this relationship, and are you getting your needs met? Is there a balance of power? Is there a balance of respect? Is there a balance of appreciation? Is there a balance of giving and receiving? And if there is, awesome! You're in the right place. You're right where you need to be. And this can also deepen the relationship and deepen the intimacy as well, right? Especially if we're not playing games with people. Don't play games. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. It always comes back to bite you, And but this is an opportunity to look at what your needs are and, what your partner's needs are. It could be your partner that comes to you and says, hey, I need more help with the bills, or I need more help with the kids, or I need more help with, whatever. And this is your opportunity to step up and, show your partner that you're a powerful team. You're a power couple. And that's what it's about. It's all about relationships with the Libra, and the North Node is in Libra. So it's about relationships and the shared intimacy and the shared resources and the sharing of, the love. Now, for those of you single, you're going to be thinking about what you want in your next relationship. You're going to be thinking about what kind of person you want to be with, and that's good. Because when you, get clear with what you want, it's easier for the universe to bring it to you. Law of attraction's always matching. And the clearer you are about what you want, what you don't want, the contrast is good too, because it helps us say, hey, I don't want that anymore. I do not want that. I want this. And that's what it's about. But you're feeling really ethereal this month, incredibly spiritual, and so you want to do what balances you. You want to do what grounds you. It is a good month for you. Go for walks in nature. Go barefoot in the park. That was a movie, Barefoot in the Park. And, do that, because you'll notice it grounds you and it balances you, and you're feeling good. You're feeling good about where you're going. You're feeling good about what you're doing. And you're feeling good in your relationship. The better you feel, the more love you bring to your partner. The more love you bring to others. The better you take care of yourself, the more you have to give to others. And that's the key. Balance is the key. Libra is about balance. Libra is about fairness and justice. So for those of you looking for love, it can happen. And you've got a big focus in relationship this month. I do think it's better to wait until Mercury goes direct. It's not the best time to start a relationship with Mercury retrograde in Libra relationships. But you could, visualize what you want. You could dream about what you want. You could, write out what you want, right? Strategize what you want. It's a good time for that. For those of you already coupled, you are going to be focused on relationship this month. And that's good, because it's about being that team. It's about being, a power couple, power team, and moving forward together. Spiritually, hello, we're talking Pisces. So, it's off the charts this month, okay? Eclipses are the most powerful transits you can experience. They herald major beginnings and completions. They reset us. So there's this giant reset going on. Recalibration, new downloads coming from your mighty I Am presence, coming from Prime Creator, coming into every atom, cell, and electron, raising your vibration. That's why you're going to be feeling so ethereal, because your vibration is raising. And it's like, it's hard to be in the world when you're so ethereal. You know what I mean? It's like you're in the world, but you're not of it. And you're in it, but it's like, you're walking in other dimensions. You're seeing into other dimensions. And it's beautiful. Channel that into your work. Channel that into your creations, into your writings, into your music, anything you're creating. Fabulous energy for that. Health, how is your health? Okay, with the Chiron in your sign, this is a time for you to really look at what you're doing to take care of yourself. What are you doing to practice that extreme self-care? Especially with Saturn, with Saturn in the Sagittarius, I can tell you from experience, is that especially when the sun is squared by Saturn, it limits your energy so that you don't have endless energy to just, play around with. You have to use that energy wisely. You have to be the wise steward of your energy so that you have the energy to take care of your duties and responsibilities and grow your business and grow your creative activities. And so make sure you're doing what empowers you. Balance is the key, not going to extremes with drinking or partying or escaping through that. Really focusing your energy on strengthening you, getting to the gym or getting outside, making sure you're getting those good workouts, which grounds you and balances you and keeps you strong, keeps your energy up so that you can get your work done and do what you need to do and feel strong in your body. Do what supports your balance. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, and Google Plussing my podcast, Pisces. You're so awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your astrology, it's very easy. You go to the link below. It takes you to my astrology service page. You purchase your session. Upon checkout, you get the link to my schedule, and you're scheduled. Or if you're interested in coaching, you want to work on a project or a promotion or a new business idea or relationship, it's very easy. You go to my coaching page, you purchase your session. Upon checkout, you get the link to my schedule, and you're scheduled. So until next time, Pisces, do what balances you. You are just spiritually, off the charts.